Good day. It is April the 13th, and today we continue in John 18, doing verses 12 through 14, and Proverbs 13. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin John 18, starting at verse 12. Then the detachment of troops and the captain and the officers of the Jews arrested Jesus and bound him. 13. And they led him away to Annas first, for he was a father-in-law of Caiaphas, who was high priest that year. 14. Now it was Caiaphas who advised the Jews that it is expedient that one man should die for the people, because they're taking them to Caiaphas' father-in-law. Verse 12. Then the detachment of Jews and the captain and the officers of the Jews arrested Jesus and bound him. Remember, Peter just struck off a dude's ear, so yeah, they're going to keep him bound up because he's dangerous. And, his band was offering violence. 13. They led him away to Annas. Annas first, for he was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, who was high priest that year. Now, that Annas could also be Ananias. There's several different spellings of that. He was very influential. He secured the high priest for himself, for his 5 sons in different years, and for his son-in-law, who is now high priest. The high priest then was not the way God intended. It was basically up for sale. It was sold. Verse 14. Now it's Caiaphas who advised the Jews that it was expedient that one man should die for the people. Yeah, he didn't know he was doing prophecy, but he was. Proverbs 13. A wise son is instructed of his father, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. A wise son listens and says, oh, that's the way I'm supposed to do it? Scorner goes, I ain't going to listen to you. Who the heck do you think you are? 2. A man shall eat good from the fruit of his mouth, but the desire of the faithless is violence. 3. He that guardeth his mouth keepeth his life. In other words, you don't say too much. But him that openeth wide his lips, there shall be ruin. And talking too much can ruin you. 4. The soul of the sluggard desireth and has nothing, because he doesn't get up and get it, or do what he needs to get it. But the soul of the diligent shall be abundantly gratified, because he's working for it, and carefully. 5. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man behaveth vilely and shamefully. 6. Righteousness guardeth him that is upright in the way, but wickedness overthroweth the sinner. When you're righteous, that is right standing before God, you will be guarded by God. If you're wicked, which means you haven't come to God, your sin will overthrow you. 7. There is a man that pretendeth to be rich, yea, he has nothing. There is that pretendeth himself poor, he has great wealth. Appearances can be deceiving. 8. The ransom of a man's life are his riches, but the poor heareth no threatening. 9. The light of the righteous rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. When you're righteous, you have light. When you're wicked, no. You are destroyed. 10. By pride cometh only contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. When the pride says, I'm going to do it myself, I don't need your help, and you are all pieces of whatever. But with well-advised, that means you check in, get some advice, don't have to take it. That is wisdom. 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth little by little shall increase. 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but the desire fulfilled is a tree of life. 13. Whoso despises the word shall suffer thereby, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. 14. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. The wise in this case are people who love God, because that's who has the wisdom. 15. Good understanding giveth grace, but the way of the faithless is harsh. 16. Every prudent man dealeth with foresight. In other words, he looks ahead and sees what can happen. But a fool unfoldeth folly, because he doesn't. 17. A wicked messenger falleth into evil, but a faithful ambassador is help. 18. Poverty and shame shall be within that refuses instruction, but he that regardeth reproof shall be honored. 19. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, and is abomination to fools to depart from evil. Fools love evil. 20. He that walketh with a wise man shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall smart for it. If you're walking with 5 wise men, you should be the 6th. If you're walking with 5 fools, you're going to be the fool. 21. Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. You get what you dish out, basically. 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the righteous. 23. Much food is in the tillage of the poor, but there's that is swept away for want of righteousness. Work is prosperity. Sin is poverty. 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loves him chasteth them betimes. Discipline can be painful, and it's better a swat on the butt than having him run into traffic. And 25. The righteous eateth to the satisfying of the soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. There's like a couple ways to take that. The only couple ways I take it. 1, the wicked shall never have enough. And the other one is, no matter how much the wicked has, I was checking to make sure I was using the right word. No matter how much the wicked has, he will never be filled. Always want more and more and more. Or he could just not have enough and be starving. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, so do I.